Hi. So since we are all in the process of kind of utilizing Schoology and getting familiar with it, I thought I would go ahead and show you maybe some ways to personalize your Schoology account, kind of customize it for yourself, as well as just making it really pleasant and pleasing to the eye for your students as well. So let's go ahead and click on our Schoology link. And so when I open up my Schoology account, you can already see that I've already added some customization to some of my different classes. So I want to show you how to do that, but before I do, I want to go ahead and draw your attention up here to my profile. So you'll notice that it says Professor Martinez. And so when I click on Professor Martinez, I can go to my profile. And when I go on my profile, you can see that I have a picture of myself as well as some information about me. And so just to show you how you can edit this information for yourself, if you click on edit, then it will take you to the different areas that you can adjust. So you can, of course, put your subjects, what your position is, as well as a little bit of information about yourself as far as your bio. You can see that I have pretty much a lot of formal stuff, but I went ahead and added, crazy cat lady as well as one crazy dog. I can add, interest activities as well as contact information. Right now, I only have our school phone number on there. I do not have my own website, but I know some of you do. So if you were to put your website on here, then when a student or a parent clicks on your profile, then they would also be able to have that link to your website. So just another place that you can put that for students to be able to access. So I'm going to go ahead and save changes. And now I want to show you how can we add a title, So if we go under settings, you'll see that the very first thing is you can actually change the title that is added to your name. So when you click on this, it gives you several options. You can have no title. You can add, of course, I put professor. You can create a custom title. And I have seen teachers from other schools that have created their own custom fun titles that they have come up with. And so if you click on this button, so right now, if you add a title, it'll be in front of your first name. So it'll say Professor Maria Martinez. I did not want my first name added onto the name that shows up. So when you click on this, the title takes the place of your first name. And so that's kind of what I wanted to do. You can see that it automatically defaults to my Spring ISD email. However, if you wanted to add an alternate email, you can also do that as well. So now the other thing I wanted to show you was how to have your Schoology calendar on your Google Calendar. So right now you have a separate Schoology calendar. So if you have any assignments that were, say, posted by an administrator, that would show up on your Schoology calendar, but it would not show up on your Google Calendar. So you may decide, I don't really want to have two separate calendars that I'm constantly having to check. So if that's the case, then what you would do is you would click Enable. And when you click on enable, then you'll see that you get an iCal link, it's HTML iCal link. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And I already have my calendar pulled up. And so right now I want to pull your attention here to see where it says the 20th. You can see there's nothing in this box. So I'm going to add my calendar to my current school Google Calendar from URL. So if you did not see what I did, sorry about that, I went so fast. Other calendars, there's a little plus sign. And I'm going to go ahead and add from URL. So when I do, it's going to ask me for the URL of the calendar I want to add. So I'm going to go ahead and Control V so I can paste that in there. And so now it says Add Calendar. You can see here where it says Calendar Added. So when I go back to my calendar, as you can see, the quiz that Ms. Guidry added is now on there with the time frame of when it was posted and then, of course, when it is due, as well as the link to get to that particular assignment. Now, as you start posting assignments on Schoology, you may decide, ooh, that's just a little too much. I got, a lot of stuff on my Google Calendar. I got a lot of stuff from my Schoology calendar. It's just a lot on there. And so you may decide, I want to go ahead and keep them separate. If that's the case, then what you would do, you can see where it says Schoology. I would go ahead, click next to it. You see there's three little dots. I click on that. I go to Settings. and I scroll down and you can see where it says unsubscribe. So I click unsubscribe, I remove it, and now when I go back to my calendar, you can see that it has been taken out. So I no longer have those two calendars linked. And I can go here and I can just put disable, and now it's just gone back to normal. So now I have two separate calendars. The other thing I wanted to show you were the notifications that you can create. So you do have the option of being able to add devices to your Schoology account to get information, like when a student posts on, let's say you have a discussion forum and you want to be notified when they post on there. Let's say that you want to know when information has been updated to, say, the SECA course and things like that. Now, I will give you the heads up that when we went to the summer training, they were very cautious about how many notifications you want to activate, because once you actually start creating assignments on here, if you have your settings to be like, yes, I want to be notified of everything, your phone will be constantly going off on, with all of the notifications from every single thing that is posted on Schoology from the students, from administrators, and so forth. So you're going to want to kind of go through here and see, what do I really feel I need to get, like, right off the bat, like on my phone or in my email. You can see a lot of these notifications are off even for me. I just have a handful of them that I have turned on. And of course, I can have that ability that I can turn that off at any point. I can even customize it if I want to have like a window of when I receive those notifications. So the next thing I want to do is I kind of want to just show you how can I add a picture to my course, just to kind of make it, again, a little bit fun, a little bit different, just to kind of, make it personalized. So if I go to my course, so here's my Avid 4 class, and currently I do not have a picture for them. Now the name stays the way it is. That part does not change. That comes from when the class was added into here through the district. So we can't change that to something else. But what I can do is I can change the picture. So I can add one of these stock images, but for me that's like boring. So I can go to my computer. I've already found an image that I really like. And so I double click on it. You can add a standard photo image, or you can add a GIF. And again, I'm a huge fan of GIFs. And so you can see that I have added a little beach scene. And so now here is my little beach scene. So if I wanted to see, what does my course look like from a student point of view? If I go under course options, one of the options is view course as. And so I'm just going to pick Jacqueline. And this is what my course will look like to Jacqueline when she logs in. Now, of course, I haven't added any folders or any assignments. And so this is also a really great way for you to be able to see, like, how does my course look to students once they take a look at it. When I go back to courses, you saw, of course, all these little GIFs that I already added. Of course, I just added a new one. And so here it is. And so now I have this really nice, creative, and very fun, very pleasant looking dashboard that I can look at. And of course, that my students can also see when they log into Schoology. So as we go along, I will try to create more little helpful tip videos. But take care of yourself. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Have a great day.